What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Ernest. You know what I'm saying? Living this quarantine life. I just wanted to holler at y'all today to get some more about NFL free agency. I think a couple of big questions out there that I see in free agency. Um, where is Cam going to go? That's a huge question. I think a great situation for Cam would be the Chargers. And I say that because of all the weapons that they have. I say that through how they're trying to retool the offensive line, getting Brian Malaga from Green Bay. I say that when I look at all the studs they have defensively. There's a team that you probably could run the football on. What they do, they go get Linval Joseph. They still got those edge rushers. You know, Derwin James is coming back, and they, sure enough, the secondary. I really like the things that they're doing defensively. To go with the fact of what they're doing offensively with the weapons that they can have a healthy Hunter Henry to go along with the two receivers that they have. It's going to look real good. The thing about with Cam, and it's very important, Cam is going to have to be a point guard. And I say that because Cam is just going to have to distribute the football, drop back, and let it go. Cam has been so used to having the entire offense on his shoulders. He's kind of in a sense like an Allen Iverson, where it worked in Philly because they molded everything towards the kind of talent he was. Yes, he's a guy who's going to take a lot of shots. So they put a whole bunch of guys around him that didn't need to shoot the ball. Know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why they worked. The guys that didn't need to shoot the ball, guys is going to play defense. And that worked. When you looked at how things worked with Cam, he had to be the running game. He had to be the passing game because they didn't have great receivers, so they got big plays based a lot of it off of his scrambling and him making plays that way. If he goes to the Chargers, he ain't got to do none of that shit. You have receivers that are going to get open. All you need to do is deliver the ball. You have running backs that can get theirs. You just need to get them the ball. You know what I'm saying? He didn't experience that until later in his career when he had Christian McCaffrey. That's why y'all have heard me say plenty of times, Cam's the only quarterback you see run read option. You don't look at the running back. So now he's at a point in his career where he just needs to be a ball distributor. I think wherever he goes, if he tries to play the way he used to, if he tries to play, say like Lamar Jackson, he's not going to last through the season. So everything you're seeing now, the videos he's putting out showing that he's healthy is good, but he needs to have his mind right. Don't try to be Lamar Jackson again, trying to do all that. No, just be a ball distributor. Get rid of the football. I think if he does that, he goes to LA, play for the Chargers, and do that, he can have some really, really good success and shut a lot of people up. If he tries to be Superman again, he's not going to last halfway through the season. Think about it. I mean, he's been hurt last year and the year before that. And him continuing to try to play that way, Cam has lost, his last 8, 9 starts. Think about it. Um, Furthermore, another question has been, where should Jameis Winston go? I think Jameis Winston needs to try to pull a Ryan Tannehill. Now, what exactly do I mean when I say that? I think what Ryan Tannehill did was a thing of beauty. He found the team with a shaky quarterback situation at starters, had everything else he needs around them, and basically play ball, wait for that quarterback to fuck up, seize your opportunity. Y'all know I was not a big fan of, I was never a fan of Marcus Mariota. Never. And the second they got Ryan Tannehill, I told y'all in the preseason it's only a matter of time before he takes that job. Do your research, check my old videos. I said that shit. And he did it, came through, balled out, and just got $90 million, I think $60 million guaranteed because of it. So, with that being said, where could Jameis basically do that same thing? There's been a plethora of young quarterbacks that have come out these last few years that teams are kind of invested in those guys. So, it's not a lot of opportunity, but he's going to have to find an opportunity. And in my humble opinion, I think the New York Football Jets are one of those opportunities. I've never been a believer in Sam Darnold. I never have. When I look at the way he played last year, him seeing ghosts, and yes, Tom Brady is no longer in the AFC East, but the Patriots are still there. The Patriots are still there. I know everybody's looking at, oh, you've lost some guys on defense. They have other guys waiting in the wings, which is why they decided not to pay certain guys on defense. They didn't pay Kyle Van Noy because they have Rob Ninkovich. Not Rob Ninkovich, Chase Winovich, the rookie last year. That's why they didn't pay Kyle Van Noy. It's just that simple with me. But I digress. I think the Jets are a possible situation because I think they have a shaky starting quarterback situation. And I could see Sam Darnold turning the ball over a lot. And because of those turnovers, guess what? You might have to put in the backup a couple of games. Um, Buffalo, maybe. Now, Josh Allen, yeah, I think is better, but he's so Jekyll and Hyde. And he could be Jekyll and Hyde in the same game. Where, in the same game, where he could go from one period where he's looking like an all pros, and the next period he's looking like who said you was a starter. He can the lack of consistency with him can be that drastic and just in a single game. Even though he has a plethora of weapons now he has Stephon Diggs. That's another opportunity. Um, Quiet as kept. What I think will be the best opportunity for Jameis Winston, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I say that for this reasoning. First and foremost, let me just get it out the way. I think having Coach Mike Tomlin will be a great influence on him personally, just as a man. That's one. Secondly, Ben Roethlisberger is going to be 39 years old if he's not 39 already. He's going to be 39 years old. He, he has a history of missing games. Now, I did not do the research, so family, my subscribers, whoever sees this video, do the research. Answer me this one question. Hit me up in the comments. In the last 10 years, how many times have Ben Roethlisberger played a full 16 games? Let me know. I would have to say off the top of my head, I would probably say twice. Twice, just in the last 10 years. We're not going to go his whole career. Just in the last 10 years, I'd say maybe twice. So if he hasn't played 16 games 8 other times in the last 10 years, I think it's safe to say if you're the backup, you're going to see some action for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even if it's just a couple of games. Even if it's just a couple of games. And I think those couple of games would be sweet for Jameis for the simple fact of having Ben Roethlisberger back with the guys they're bringing back defensively, with the guys they're bringing back offensively. Those games are going to be important. Those will be games that are going to count towards the playoffs, if not being really in the meat and potatoes of the playoff run. So him being in Pittsburgh, I think, will be a good situation for him. For just a plethora of reasons as I just stated. Now, last but not least, Jadeveon Clowney. Now, it was been reported that my Giants was looking at him, and I said this for my IG family. Y'all see me post this, and I'm going to let y'all know here on YouTube. As long as my Giants don't touch him, I'm happy. Do not touch Jadeveon Clowney. Treat that motherfucker like COVID-19. Do not touch him. Point blank period. Do not touch him. Why? Mark my words. The team that signs Jadeveon Clowney, especially if you give him some stupid 4 or 5 year contract, the team that touches Jadeveon Clowney, you may get one great season. And I put may, the air quotes on that. May get one great season. Other than that, you're going to get injuries. You're going to get inconsistent play. And you're going to stuck. He's someone that is permanently stuck with that P word, potential. When I look at the fact that you played opposite one of the baddest motherfuckers of this era to ever play, his name is J.J. Watt, and the best you could do is 10 sacks, you couldn't make All-Pro then, and you played opposite J.J. Watt? Really? That's like playing with LeBron James and you can't get open threes. If you're a guard, you're playing with LeBron James, you should be getting open threes. If you're a shooter, playing with LeBron has got to be Christmas for you. If you're a pass rusher, playing with J.J. Watt has to be Christmas for you. Why? Because all the blocking schemes they get towards him, rightfully so. He's fucking J.J. Watt. And the best you could do is a 10-sack season? The motherfucker's supposed to pay you, you know, they're supposed to pay you crazy money? Pay you fucking Frank Clark money? Hell no. Hell no. Some team is going to get hoodwinked and bamboozled just as long as it's not my Giants. That's just my take, man. It's your boy, your Urban Sports Guru. Have everybody staying safe out there. I love y'all. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm out. Salute.